I don't know if I'm muted. I am again doing the pre-recorded drawing. It's that drawing that I posted on my community tab because I am lazy and also I am completely incapable of multitasking. So every time I try and draw while streaming, just nothing happens. I don't know if there's anyone actually here. Usually people say something when they join, but it says that there's people. But I'm impatient, so we're gonna act like there's people here even if there's not. Oh, hi, Soy. I am very, I'm very pleased with myself, actually, that a bunch of religious people came and left absolutely non-argument comments on my second most recent video. Because, first of all, that I got, it's not a lot of money, but, it drastically upticked my monetization. I'm like, okay, this video is actually doing really bad when I first uploaded it. It was underperforming, and then this dumb 16-year-old basically makes a video being like, ew, a furry who doesn't believe in God. Mind you, a TikToker who has less followers than me on TikTok, which I find really funny. I know that that's stupid, but it's really funny to me that he's spends the whole thing insulting me, and I'm like, oh, I got more of a platform than you do, dude, but okay. No, but it's really funny because so many of the comments are there's one specific comment, but there's a lot of them in this vein that are like, I can't hear you over the glory of God. So I made a compilation of basically people proving my first point in that video, which is that religion shuts down critical thoughts about your beliefs by nature. And I give the example of oh, well, that's just what I believe, or respect my religion, as a way that it often does that in a seemingly benign way that's not actually benign. And then a bunch of people left comments like that, so I just made a short that's a compilation of people basically just proving my first point correct with their comments, and I'm like, thank you guys, you helped me. No one can say that this doesn't happen now because the comments are filled with it, so it very much does happen. Scroll for 3 seconds. I used the Spinning Monkeys song. I didn't use clown music, but a lot of people use it for stuff like that song. Yeah, I mean, the reason that there's a lot of them is because the dumb high schooler Christian guy made a bunch of well, not a bunch of, he made one TikTok about me, but it got a lot more views than his other videos. I am no longer surprised when I hear about some religious canceling or mocking of Cain, and it's so constant. Yeah. I am very pleased with myself that he spent the whole video insulting me, though, and also making a comment about how many views the video had whenever it won. Well, it has a lot more views now. Thank you, dude. Monetization. Rubbing my hands together greedily. And also that I have more followers than him on TikTok. Oof, bestie. Yeah, it's Kiyoshi as a dog. I actually recorded this drawing in 3 different videos because at one point there's a big pause in, I think, either this one or the second one, where I had an episode of back pain, so I just wrote BRB back hurts or something like that, but I intended to speed this up, so, and then I didn't speed it up, obviously, so now there's just a long pause that's be right back, my back hurts. I got so many Christians on my comment from a video from a few days ago. Yeah, I feel bad because some people in my comments who are, leaving positive comments or leaving their own experiences or whatever are getting, 7 Christians replying to them being you just have to love Jesus. And I'm was it you? It might have been you. Someone left, a really, not, upsetting, it was wrong, just, sad comment. And it got, a bunch of people being well, that's God's plan or whatever. And I'm are you actually for real? I'm not sure if it was you or not. I don't remember who left the comment, but someone left a really heartfelt comment that was flooded with people preaching at them. And I'm are you fucking for real? Yeah, it was your comment. I'm sorry I didn't reply. I wanted to reply and I didn't know what to say, so I didn't reply. I just liked it. But yeah, seeing the responses to that was honestly the Christian comments aren't really upsetting, but it was upsetting seeing comments like that, under such a serious, I'm are you guys fucking for real? Do you have any respect? Do you have any respect for your fucking self if you say shit like that, in that context? I feel people genuinely lack empathy whenever they say shit like that. It just astounds me that people can do that. Okay, it is the speed paint where I have a random thing that goes, my back hurts, because I know exactly where I write it in her muzzle. Sorry, that was off topic. I was looking at the speed paint. No, I just have back problems. It's like that. Yep, there it is. I called it. It's right there. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's not like it was like it wasn't like it was like, oh, I'm upset. It was just like, are you guys serious? Like, it's disappointing that people do that. Like, I don't know. That just feels like a what the fuck is wrong with you to leave a comment like, not you, but the people replying to like leave a comment like that. I'm glad it didn't upset you though, because seeing those responses, I was like, okay, it's one thing if they're directed at me, but going at other people, it's like, I am very morally opposed to deleting comments, but I was like, I'm on the verge of like being like, y'all need to actually fuck off. No, I don't want to. I need to change my ad settings to disallow Temu ads. I think I can do that. I have to go to AdSense, but I'm pretty sure I can do that because fuck no. Sorry for the random pauses. I am vaping. Yeah, I don't know. I was bored and I wanted to stream and do YouTube shit. So alas, I'm here. I didn't really have anything in particular I wanted to talk about other than just that it was really funny that that happened. And actually, there was some person who left a comment on the Christian guy's TikTok that was like, why are you even making a video about that? Because it had 777 views whenever he posted the screenshot of it. And someone was like, why are you even making a video about a video that has like less than 1,000 views? Like, why the fuck do you care about a video that has less than 1,000 views? And now it's like, I don't remember. Let me check how much it is. It's like, it's because it was, like I said, it was like underperforming whenever he posted about it, and now I'm gonna go to content because it tells me how many more views than average I have for the amount of time that, yeah, it says 1.5k more than usual for this time, and you can see a spike when he posts it, which is so funny. I don't know, it's just like sending me, like, I'm just like, you really fucked up, dude. You are giving me cash monies. Do you ever get tired of constantly addressing very frustrating people? Yeah, I mean, I didn't reply to a lot of comments on that video because I replied to some of the positive comments and some of the comments that were more genuine arguments, but I don't really respond to the stupid ones usually, or the ones that are like, okay, they're serious and they wrote a big long paragraph, but this is just such a horrific argument that I really do not care enough. Like, someone left a comment on my fine-tuning video that, like, I'm not trying to shit on this person. The comment wasn't like, it was just like such a non-argument. Like, it was basically him just mansplaining cosmology to me whenever I like obviously know shit about cosmology, and then thinking that because he explained cosmology to me with more numbers than I used in the video, that proves his point. And I'm like, point is I didn't respond to it because I was like, yeah, okay, this isn't like a nothing burger comment, but it's still like, where's the actual argument other than you just over explaining cosmology to me? Stop comment, but then I won't get money if people don't comment because comments boosted in the algorithm. You evil gross furries. Horrific. Okay, I'm gonna skip through the little speed paint of my back hurting because I think it stays like that for quite a long. Yeah, there we go. It stays like that for a long time, so I'm like, I don't want to subject y'all to that. It's the problem with religious belief video. It's basically like me answering what people, whenever people ask like, well, what's actually harmful about religion? It's that the one with the purple thumbnail. Ugh, religious men. No, literally. See, I at least with religious women, like super religious women, I feel kind of bad for them because like they are basically just fighting for their own, like, they're fighting for misogyny and then they're affected by the misogyny. So at least I feel kind of bad for them. You know, like people like Girl Defined or whatever, I don't like them, but like it clearly negatively affects them that they believe the things they do. So I can still have some sympathy for them and be like, you know what, like they're obnoxious and they have horrible beliefs, but really it's hurting them more than it's hurting anyone else because very few people actually take their things seriously. They're mostly known because people criticize them. So like, you know, I you know, it's more hurting them than it's really hurting anyone else, and that, you know, kind of sucks for them. So I don't like hate them. I make fun of them a lot, but I don't like hate them. But like some religious men are just like, nah, you don't get the sympathy points unless they're gay, I guess. But in that case, they kind of become Ted Haggard, and then it's like, well, you're mega church preacher, you're beyond lazy YouTube channel that talks about modesty. So yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I make fun of Girl Defined a lot because they're very easy to make fun of. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I think Rachel Oates has a really good series talking about Girl Defined, and I'm actually really proud of, I don't remember which one of them it is, I get them both confused, but I'm one of them, the one that's husband actually, I don't know if he stopped being religious or if he just really, really changed his beliefs, but I think he makes a joke about being an atheist that I can't tell if it's a joke or not. But anyway, he's either deconstructing or he's not religious anymore. And she's actually, like, because she obviously cares about her husband, like, and, you know, it's kind of like how whenever I came out as trans, my grandma stopped being transphobic because, like, well, someone I love is this thing, so it can't be that bad, right? It seems like she's kind of doing that with atheists, with her husband, or at least, you know, people who are deconstructing at the least. So as much as I make fun of them and I don't particularly like them, I do have a lot of respect for her for, you know, doing that and talking about it. And also, like, you know, letting her husband come on her channel and talk about his experience, even if it's, you know, different and kind of contrary to what they advocate for. I think that's basically, they've had character growth, right? Like, I don't particularly like them, but it seems like they've, at least, I think it's Kristen. I don't remember which one of them it is. But here, I'll look it up because I don't remember. Her husband's name is Dave, so if I look up Dave Girl Defined, I'll figure out which one of them it is. Oh no, it's Bethany. I was wrong. Apologies. Well, Bethany gets the credit then. Sorry for giving Kristen your credit, Bethany. There's a mosquito in my room. Ew. Me clicking on the video because furry thumbnail, and also me getting political talk. Nice. Real. So many people have been talking about that video recently, purple thumbnail vid. I've met a lot of religious furries who are saying that's what's wrong with the furry fandom. Yeah, there's actually a lot of Christian furries who are pissy at it or being like, oh, I'm sorry for my fandom or whatever. And I'm like, dude, cope. There are Nazi furries and you're mad because I made a video saying the things that I think hurt people about religion. Like, why are you mad at me for making a relatively calm and collected video whenever fucking Foxler exists? I guess it's Christian furries, so they probably have a lot more, at least from my experience, I don't know who you've talked to, but, like, from what I've seen of other furries, is mostly Christian furries, so I guess they probably, those types of people tend to have more in common with the furry raiders than they do with, other furries, but nonetheless. Also, like, this is not a furry channel. Furry Raiders is wild, yeah, for fucking real. This is not a furry channel. Like, I do furry art in my thumbnails because I like putting my persona on shit and whatever, but, like, ultimately this is not a furry YouTube channel. Like, I don't talk about furry stuff. I don't, you know, post fursuiting videos or the like. It's just that my persona is the background. I don't have any intention of making it a furry channel. I think I have two videos.
No, you should cover all of the furry drama.
Oh my god, my boyfriend is here. Say hello.
The stress of dealing with the furry drama of the week because it can range from someone has the wrong typing quirk to actual crimes against humanity.
Yeah. I mean, I think I do have two furry videos. I have the video about conservative furries, which is more about, like, it's more about politics than it is about furries. It's just using furry drama as a catalyst for it. I think I spend the first, like, 2 minutes of the video talking about furries, and then furry drama of the week. Wash your fursuits.
Please, 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 please wash your suits.
Yeah, I'll admit I watch some furry drama videos, but mostly out of sheer boredom and because I want something that's less... Either I want to know what's going on because it's being talked about a lot and I'm out of the loop, or...
I like to stay out of the loop, and then when I get to cons, maybe somebody will tell me, and maybe we'll bond over them, like, telling me it, because I'm not really conversational.
That's so fair.
We need to make IRLs this con.
Yeah, we do.
We need to make IRLs.
I have an IRL friend whose fursuit feet paws are green from grass. Dude, I got fucking Fanta on my white feet paws and I washed it off immediately. Like, I get, especially white feet paws, like, will just get dirty, like, it's gonna be like that, but like, wash them.
How?
Bathtub.
Should I bathtub Kato soon? Like, do you think?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna bathtub Speckles, but well, not probably. I am going to bathtub Speckles before the con. He's technically machine washable, but I am full of fear, so he does not go in the washing machine.
You know what? Not putting him in the washing machine makes him last longer. And also, you don't know about the eyes.
Yeah, well, those eyes are also they're printed, so they're fine. But
what about the teeth? Because you added those.
Yeah, the teeth might fall off because I added those. They're hot glued on, not sewed on. So I mean, they couldn't be sewed on. They're plastic, but yeah,
they could be sewed on theoretically if they printed them with like holes.
Yeah, that's true, but they didn't.
But it's true.
Gotta make Speckles art once I can rejoin the server because I don't feel like being canceled on Twitter. That's so real.
Who?
Oh, M in the chat. I can soon. LOL. 18 in July. Yahoo. Nice.
Yahoo.
Yes, we are going to Denver. I'm very excited.
If you're going to Denver and you're not gonna be mean to us.
That's Soy who said that, not someone else. Soy will not be mean to us.
Going to Denver.
Yeah.
I thought Soy knew, so I didn't expect anybody who we like actually know to not know. Considering how much we've been like people.
I'm sorry you got hate for super chatting me. That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Wait.
The person who
how?
I mean, I think they were talking about my video to people because they mentioned that someone had talked about it.
Oh.
I mean, I could go, but I'm poor. LMAO. That's fair. We're saving up for like the entire year.
Well,
even though
no,
I keep.
We're not.
Well, okay, no. Since we were going to, but then we went to Kansas. So since like when was that? April.
But also, you just keep taking stuff.
Yeah, but point stands. It's the savings is culminated from whatever.
Not really long, and we did.
I guess like
we did
5
Kansas
months
in March.
Like 5 months. I don't do. It was supposed to be the whole year, and then it wasn't. Basically.
Next year, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm getting back into working, so.
I do not use Twitch. Twitch confuses me, and I already have a platform on YouTube, and I don't want to build a second one.
Simple.
Yeah, but I don't like learning new things that are like new programs.
It's not even. You don't even have to learn it. You push play.
Okay, but I already have a platform on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
that's fair. I just like
easier.
I like stream avatars.
I don't know what that is. Oh, like the little guy in the corner?
No.
Oh.
That's a VTuber, or a PNG tuber, which you can have on YouTube. Stream avatars are like, you get to have little guys and they're your audience. And they have their names and they can play games.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
You can also attach it to redeems, so like if they want to do a boss battle, you could have them redeem it.
That's cool. But I don't play video games on stream.
It's not a video. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, they just do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's purely a chat game, and then you can do what you want during the stream.
That's
a lot
cool.
of artists have it running, and yeah.
I wish YouTube would do something like that.
It might be able to integrate with YouTube.
It's crazy
because
I'm trying to. Sorry. It's crazy because registration is not actually that bad. It'd just be the travel cost. Yeah, I mean that's the big part.
Yeah, everybody's nerfed by the travel costs. We are road tripping to pick up one of our attendees.
Yeah, they're gonna fly back the other way.
No, they're gonna fly here, and then we're gonna take them
I didn't
back.
say which way was which because I didn't remember. So I just said one way and then the other way.
They want to miss the least amount of their first week. They want to fly here,
oh, she's
but they
staring
don't care
at me.
about the journey back.
I'm actually kind of tempted to try and go. I just need to find. You can room with us. We need another roommate. if you're comfortable with that, you can room with us. It's me, Paperclip, and
Who?
Rev. Soy.
Yeah, you can room with us if you want.
Yeah, it's me, Paperclip, and Soy. Not Soy. You're Soy. Me, Paperclip, and Rev, and Dom, obviously.
If you do come, the room cost would be down to $100 per person. So
yeah, the room cost is $100 per person because we're just splitting it evenly, and then the ticket is I think $75 or $65. You already looked at it, obviously. So yeah, but we need another roommate because Lucky had to drop. So if you want to,
and if you want to come early so that you can be shown around Denver, if you want, and we've got a big old house with 2 guest rooms.
Yeah, we're having I think Rev is gonna actually I think both of them are coming a little early, right?
Rev is coming early, yes. Paperclip is not really. I think they might be coming on the Wednesday before.
Yeah, like the day before, basically.
Yeah, because they want to miss as little of their first week of college.
Yeah. Okay, so I said that's not bad at all. I'll poke you on Discord about it. Okay, awesome. Obviously no pressure, but we need another roommate, so if you want to do that, obviously we'd love that.
Yeah, it'd be totally cool to have to meet you.
I'm personally not a furry, but I'd love to go to Denver. It's very fun.
You don't have to be a furry to have fun at a furry convention.
Yeah, I almost dragged my real life friend to a furry convention just because I wanted them to come with me, and it didn't end up happening. And they're not. They're kind of becoming a furry now, but they weren't a furry when that was in talks.
Furry conversion.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to fly with. So the first time I went to Denver, I lived in Texas, and I flew up here. I just held his head, and then I put his bodysuit in, like, everything. Or did I bring his bodysuit? I don't remember.
Can you communicate to me if you know what state they live in without saying it on stream?
They live in Canada.
Oh, right.
Right.
What province?
I don't remember, and I also don't know if they'd be comfortable with me saying.
I don't know if
they're gonna message us on Discord. They're gonna message us on Discord, so that's fine. But I put his non-head stuff in my carry-on. I continue. Okay. I put his non-head stuff in my carry-on, and then I used his head as, like, the thing I could put in my lap. And I should have put him in a trash bag. I didn't. A lot of people put them in trash bags, but because I had to put him under the seat whenever we took off. But most people hold the head and put the other stuff in a carry-on, so, like, if it gets lost or whatever, it, doesn't get lost, basically. Also, people put air tags or things like that, or those little tiles whenever they have to check it. I've seen people do that.
I wouldn't do tile personally for that because I use tile. It's got a not great range, honestly.
Okay.
Apple AirTag is probably...
Well, I don't know if they have an iPhone because I can't use AirTags.
AirTags don't work with Android.
I don't think... I could be wrong. They might. I didn't think they did because Apple hates having anything cross-compatible.
Here. Okay, Google. Does Apple AirTags work with Androids?
I know about not needing to be afraid to go to the con, but for some reason I get bashed so much for being in furry spaces.
Up what you're saying.
As a non-fur... Oh, sorry. So I've been a little worried. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, people don't like furries, so I get what you mean.
Wait, they're worried about taking up furries, like, what?
Oh, no, they're just worried about going to a furry con as a non-furry just because people... sometimes people get a little weird about non-furs being at furcons just because people can be
not at Denver.
Weird. That's true. Yeah, I mean, Denver...
Everybody there is just kind of like, congratulations, like...
Have fun, go crazy.
If you spend money at my stall, even better.
Yeah, cons are a lot different. I mean, at least in my experience, like, the only experience with drama I've ever had at a furry con is, like, being told about it. And also this one person being a dick to me, but it was a really tiny thing.
To high five.
Yeah, it was just passive aggressive. It wasn't actually drama. It was just someone being passive aggressive to me. But yeah, I mean, like, generally people are there to have a good time. So, like, most people...
And there's a lot of people who aren't suiting. Like, they're not gonna see you and immediately go, "That's not a furry," and have a problem. Like, unless you tell people, they're not gonna know you're not a furry.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you do, as long as you're not like, "Hey, can I put you in my YouTube video?" or whatever, like, they're not gonna care.
There's also, like, a ton of, like, artists who are guests of honor who are not furries, but
yeah,
like Two Foxes in Love isn't a furry, but he was at Denver last year, I think.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
But he's not a furry.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'm trying to think if I've ever been to... I mean, whenever I was a kid, I used to go to to TFF, which is in Texas. I go to Denver now. My friend went with her whole family because her dad was overprotective, and they still went and did con stuff. Like, they all got badges, and no one was weird about it. They still had fun at the con and went, and, they even went to panels and stuff, right?
Like, go like, oh my god, supportive parents,
Yeah, exactly. Like, actually, my dad, parents. Whenever I was a kid and went to TFF, talked to the friend I told you about who was with me when I spilled Fanta on myself.
There was
talked to their dad, and, like, they hung out while we hung out.
Fursuiting 101 panel that I watched on YouTube because it was, like, silly or something, and they were it was very entertaining. But like there was this whole bit where they were like, "Thank you, supportive parents. We love you, supportive parents."
Yeah, cons are really good about like good parents being there.
I'm sure that they're also, you know...
There was actually a panel at TFF that my dad and Chris's dad went to that was for... It was called, like, My Kid Dragged Me to This Con, What Now? Or something like that. Like, it was specifically for parents of furries who are not furries. It was... I didn't go to it, obviously, but I know my dad and Chris's dad, and I think my con friend's dad went to it. I want to go to TFF so bad, TBH. It seems like a fun, nice con. Yeah, I miss TFF. I miss TFF. It's really fun. It was like my home con since like 2016. I went there every single year since 2016, except 2021.
2021 on.
Yeah, from 2021 on, I hadn't gone. But
5 years in a row.
Yeah, it's a really fun con.
4 years in a row.
I was going to it like as it was getting bigger. Like the first year I went to it, it was not a very big con. They actually moved hotels like after I started going to it. And it was also really cool to just see that con become like a more mainstream con, you know, like a bigger con from like a small. It wasn't like super small, but it was, you know, not like. Like I also went to ACFI, which is, I think, a little bit bigger now, but it's still smaller than TFF. But ACFI was really tiny, and like going to ACFI in like 2019-ish. $25, by the way. What are you making?
Just a little drawstring bag.
Nice, that's cute. I like the color. Where did that yarn come from? I don't remember that yarn. Oh. How are cons like? I don't know, that's a broad question. They're fun.
They're very different based on what you go to experience. There's a lot of panels, events. There's the dealer's den. There's the artist's alley.
There's also like panels that are like games. Like there's a Jackbox and a karaoke.
There's a rave.
There's like fursuit games also, which I did at TFF, but I've never done at Denver.
And there's also Elevator Con.
Elevator Con. God, the fact that the TFF elevator started breaking like every single year after the year I went, I'm so relieved because it never really. I don't know. I guess it's just because the con got bigger. But there was the year
you stopped going.
Yeah, like after I stopped going.
You said after the year I went.
Oh no! Like after I stopped going. The elevator started breaking like every single year, and I'm like. I'm glad it didn't, because there was one point, like, whenever I was first diagnosed with CRPS, my friend had to carry me in my full fursuit up to our hotel room, and thankfully they let us get on the elevator in front of everyone else, both because we were fursuiters and because they let disabled people go on the elevator first a lot of the time. But it was... If the elevator had broken, I would have had a mental fucking breakdown.
I think one issue that we ran into last year, though, is that attendees were a lot more rude about you being in a chair. Like, not significantly.
I don't remember anyone
with
like
elevators. People were not.
Yeah, they're supposed to let people with like mobility aids,
like you're straight up in your
or who just say like I'm disabled, I need to get to my room.
There are a couple people who like you know did fine and did the right thing, but like. We were in the lobby, that one area with the 6 elevators, like, in the lines.
Yeah.
And then people just, like, getting in front of us, too, when we were standing in line, when already we should not be in line.
Yeah. I mean, I think part of the thing with Denver versus TFF is TFF actually has a rule in the handbook that you have to let disabled people and fursuiters on the elevator first, where at Denver it's, like, a social rule.
We could check Denver.
I've checked.
You did?
Yeah, it doesn't have, like, a explicit rule that's like you have to do this. It's just like a social expectation that you're supposed to. But TFF had like an explicit, I don't know if it still does, but it had like an explicit rule. It was like fursuiters and people with mobility aids go on the elevator first, and they had
when staff was present at the elevators, if we were there, they were like, we have a person with a wheelchair, let them on. But when staff wasn't present is when there was an issue. I think part of the thing was also TFF always had staff at the elevators because they broke so much. Yeah.
So
they were understaffed last year, though. Like
that's true. They were really understaffed.
I sat with con staff on Sunday morning for reasons, and like so I got to hear about a lot of the stuff that was happening behind the scenes because we were just sitting. Last year, it's a miracle that last year happened.
Oh yeah, because of the administration. Yeah, there was a lot of internal drama with or not really drama, I guess, just more. Look at her, just problems with the Denver staff last year. But they actually replaced their con chair, I think, this year.
Again?
No, they specifically
No, they changed their con chair last year before the con.
Yeah, but I mean, they picked someone better. Basically, I think was what happened was they organized. I don't know if it was a con chair or like an organizer or something, but some head person. They specifically were like, we're gonna do better this year. We were working on this, so. My dad made a joke about how we're moving to Texas because furries are not illegal in Texas. There are a lot of furries in Texas.
Yeah, just go to Austin in fursuit.
I mean, TFF is in Austin. Dallas and ACFI is in Austin.
Yeah, but Austin's
or not Austin. It's in San Antonio. It's literally out in the city for con.
Austin is weird, so I think you could go.
Yeah,
I feel like you could create.
I've been to
fur
meets
on accident.
I've been to fur meets in Austin, and they're like Pinballs, which is a like arcade, bowling, go-karts, everything kind of place. Had a fur meet there I don't know if it still exists because I haven't lived there in like a year, and I also stopped going to it like a year before I moved. I only went to it like 3 or 4 times, but Pinballs had a pretty big fur meet that was like obviously organized with pinballs.
Hopefully it turns into a con. What the fuck is Pinballs?
It's like a big arcade.
So Punchable Social, got it.
No, it's more arcade. It's more arcade and less food. Less food and drink. Yeah, it's similar to Dave & Buster's, but it's more. It's local.
Really isn't the food.
Yeah, it's kind of like a local Dave & Buster's, but they also have like go-karts, and they have one of those big full walking around VR things. Neat. They have this game that's like a laser. It's like those lasers, and you have to get like in a movie. It's cool. I miss pinballs. Well, the big one does. The small one there's 2 of them, but the small one doesn't have go-karts, or I think it has VR now. It didn't used to. I'm not sure.
I'm getting a stagnation in the Wonka script.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's what happened with my Avatar video, and I'm not going to finish it.
Do you want to go over the script for me at some point?
Sure.
Again?
Yes, but not right now.
Yeah, leave notes, please.
You want me to leave notes?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's like a comment feature that on Google Docs. Use that, please.
Okay. You got to share it with me then so that I can use my account. Okay. Trying to find a furry con in my area. That's so fair. Cons are really fun. And yeah, honestly, the community is a lot different in person than online. There's obviously drama that comes out of cons. Like, even at Denver, like, there was a thing about someone, like, trying to illegally sell a fursuit, and a whole thing about that. Yeah, and we knew somebody who knew one of the people. And
who got banned.
Yeah, even though the person who actually, they were doing it on behalf of someone else. Like, it was a whole thing.
Know.
Yeah, it was... And that person ran away and left this other person with the repercussions, and then since the person who ran away apologized for running away, they got to keep their badge. But since the other person was like, I wasn't doing this, like I didn't know, I was doing it for my friend, it seemed like excuses or something, so they got their badge taken away. But obviously that was like a, it doesn't really affect the con experience while you're there. It's just drama comes. Well, I guess it did for them, but don't do stupid shit and that won't happen. Don't break the rules. Yeah, it's Yamashaizen. I actually used to have a suit from them before they went downhill, and then I sold it. And rest in peace to that, because the person who owns it now both stole the character because I sold it without character rights, and also hates me, so I can never buy the suit back, even though they told me that if they sold the suit, they would offer to sell it back to me first, and then they sold it to someone else, who then was like, hey, why are you using this character? This is my character. And I was like, I didn't sell the character rights. What are you talking about? So and they were fine. This is no shade to that person. They didn't know. And I was like, you know what? I don't use this character a lot anyway. So like, I don't really care that much. I'll redesign him for my own use. You can keep him the way he is. I don't care about him. But I just like letting you know, I did not sell that suit with character rights, which is why I was still using the character. Cause it was a VR chat model. And they didn't even really care about me using the VR chat model. They're like, you can, if you want to change the model to the new design, you can. If not, I don't really care. It was not the person's fault. It was the person who bought the suit from me originally, and then the person who bought the suit from them didn't know that I didn't sell the suit with character rights, and it was a whole fucking thing. Respect to that person for being understanding about it, because like it was fine, but
I would not buy a suit without character rights personally.
I was just saying the head was not not the head, the body was not character rights, because he was just a head and paws. So I was like, the head and paws, I didn't expect them to modify the suit. I was just like, change his body design and his name and whatever. And I'm gonna keep the reference sheets and stuff. That's my character, but you can keep, whatever's on the suit, just change his name, change his information, change his body design. Yeah.
Anyway, you bought that suit from that shitty person.
Yeah.
The person went downhill and the
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And now we're here.
Yep.
With space somewhere in your room waiting to be worked on more.
Yeah, it's Yamashaizen is the person. Honestly, I'm really disappointed because that suit was a nice suit. Like, apparently there's a lot of other issues with them too, other than just, you know, that instance. But I got that suit in like 2016, I think. So, which was kind of right on the cusp of them becoming a problem. So I got lucky because some people like never even got their suits or whatever, or got really, really low quality suits. And I was like, I got very lucky. I guess it doesn't matter because I don't have the suit anymore, but nonetheless, point stands. I would be mad still if I had never gotten the suit or if they had ruined it or something. I was having an objectively horrible time in 2016, so I'm gonna have to disagree with you that 2016 was based, but that's my own personal experience, so... Oh, you were... Okay, I forgot that... Okay, I didn't see who said that. Casper said that, so yeah, you were a child. Yeah, that makes... Well, I mean, you're still a child, but you were a small child, so that makes sense.
Yeah, Trump being elected didn't really affect you. You're not even in this country.
Whenever Trump got elected, I posted a bunch of pictures of my lizard.
Whenever Trump
saying
got elected,
that he was gonna kill
left the CIA. Oh, you don't remember? The meets.
Left the CIA?
The secular group. She left intelligence. She wasn't.
Oh, yeah, my brain escaped me about that. Yeah. I thought you meant, okay, my brain associates 2016 with, like, just having broken up with Rose, so I was like, what? Rose was never in the CIA.
No.
Rose was 15.
No.
Okay.
God. I literally said, when...
Yeah, no,
when Trump got elected
just slow.
In 2016, that person you met.
Okay, I heard you wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I was in high school. Y'all are tiny. Casper and Cloudy Sheep.
I don't like that.
Me neither. It's weird. No offense.
Stop acknowledging the children.
Okay. Cat bark is for finding local furries and meats. Yeah, oh my god, y'all. Soy, you missed the call where me, Lucky, Nanim, and, no, I'm not gonna go into details, and Rev went over our AD bark profile. That's all I'm gonna say, but it was really funny.
Already too much. I didn't want to be included in that.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm so sad I missed this. Yeah, I'll if you want to call after the stream, let me know. Also, because the con.
The details of the con.
Do you still have commissions open by chance? It depends. Small things. I have a bunch of big commissions right now that I both can't work on because Krita is... my stream thingy ended. Because Krita is broken. And... No, it's because I can't open the files.
Yeah.
Here, wait. I gotta... Yeah, there, okay. But for small things, yes, but not like reference sheets or illustrations or anything, just like headshots and busts and stuff, because I have a full body, a ref sheet, and an illustration that are all in my queue.
Paperclips ref sheet?
Yes, I did, remember?
Okay, good.
Because I did the little cityscape background and stuff, yeah. But I have a ref sheet for someone who's not in this server, that watches my content that I need to work on, and then I have Void's illustration, and then I have Rev's full body, which are all, like, big things, and I'm like...
I don't think Void is ever gonna commission me again.
Why?
It took so long.
That's fair. Didn't he commission someone that took, like, a year and a half, though, and he was like, it's fine?
Yeah, but for the quality that he got versus the quality he got from me, or, well, you know...
I don't remember what the drawing actually was, honestly.
You don't? Okay, I'll show you.
No, I mean, I don't remember. I remember what you did for Void. I don't remember what the one that took a year and a half that he got was.
Yeah, I don't know, but I imagine that the other one was better. Just
It's really funny. 2020 is when everything just began. Dude, I missed most of quarantine. Like, I think, didn't quarantine end at the end of June?
What?
Like the legal, like you're required.
I don't know.
Like the lockdown.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I missed most of quarantine, though. I
was bedridden at the time and not paying attention to current events.
Okay, I was imprisoned. So, I wasn't actually imprisoned. I want to make it very clear I was not in jail. I was in psychiatric residential, which isn't better than jail. At least the one I went to. It depends. Some of them are not better than jail.
We have received Goob's voice claim. What Goob sounds like.
Oh. That's really funny. No, I was not in jail. I was in psychiatric care.
And I was having medical issues.
He was having medical.
I was bedbound mostly.
Neither of us properly experienced quarantine.
Yeah, no. I got sick. Well, sick is one word for it. Right before quarantine started, and like got properly pulled out of public school to do online school because of it, with the minimum amount of credits required because I was in the room. Saw me dying in front of her.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what happened is I had just come from lunch from losing it, and the school psychologist who I'd been seeing for a lot saw me in the hallway, stopped me and said, "You look like you're about to pass out," pulled me into her office. I explained the whole situation, but I didn't have a diagnosis, so we couldn't do home and hospital. So she calls the principal and is like, "We have a student here who cannot keep going here because they are too sick, but they don't have a diagnosis. What can we do?"
Here, wait. I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm showing you it.
Okay. When they literally said, "I don't give a fuck."
I mean, I just don't want to say, because I don't know, people have been just weird on my YouTube channel lately.
Yeah. We gotta be better about names being kept quiet.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better at internet safety, but I'm really I just say things.
You really need to be better about internet safety.
I'm trying my best.
It's about to become very crucial.
Hey, I'm improving. I called you Nonim.
Yeah, you did. You can also call me Nick.
Yeah, but that's harder than just calling you Nonim, because at least I see Nonim written down more
that's
often.
Fair. Except for you see Nick.
I had already graduated whenever quarantine was a thing. I feel bad for people who were still...
Yeah, well, actually...
I had my GED, so yeah.
and if you had stayed in school, you would have graduated anyways, because I got held back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that!
In preschool.
Yeah.
For being too short and too shy.
I
had an anxiety disorder. Stop bullying me.
Okay, question for the class. How do we feel about the paper fursuits? I think that they're cool, but I think that people need to be aware that, one, they are not going to last, and two, even if it looks fine, it's going to get moldy eventually, and you need to throw it away.
It's not going to last.
Well,
honestly, I think people are vastly underestimating the intelligence of people who are doing this.
I think that at some point, though, even if it looks fine, you just need to throw it away because it's going to get moldy. And I see people have them on their accounts for like 3 years, and I'm like, that is filled with mold.
Are you sure that they're not making new ones that look identical?
I mean, usually, I guess they could, but I feel like
they're
that's
made
unlikely.
Of paper. The resource is not difficult to obtain.
I don't know. I think as long as people are safe with them, it's fine. I mean, like, it's an easier way to get a fursuit, and I think some of them look pretty cool. Like, I think it's stupid that there's any drama surrounding it at all.
I want to try using my fiber crafts to make a fursuit. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's definitely
I've seen a felted fursuit, and it's really cool, but it gets really hot.
Yeah, of course it does. You're literally in packed wool.
I've seen someone fully crochet a fursuit. That's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen a couple crocheted suits, but like... Okay, I don't like working with certain faux fur yarns. I really want to get a different faux fur yarn that actually looks like faux fur when it's crocheted up, and if I could do that, then I might like start working more towards those, because I already have a felted pickable nose. I know how to do it.
That's fair. Okay, wait, sorry, real quick at the chat. The people begging for views being like, oh, like and share and comment if you support paper fursuiters is really annoying.
That is
like
stupid.
It's really annoying. I don't care about the fursuits themselves, but like, yeah, I've gotten a lot of those videos that are like, do all of the interactions if you support me, and I'm like, no, I don't follow you, I don't know you, and you're probably like 12.
Just have fun with your suit without having to make it a movement.
Yeah, like, it's nice to get interactions, especially whenever you made it yourself, but like, that's just annoying and guilt trippy, and it's just unpleasant. No one likes that. Even people who do like those posts usually like them out of guilt, I feel like.
You know what's an extremely easy thing to do, though?
Huh.
If any of the paper suitors get like canceled or like do something seriously fucked up, stop.
I can't hear you well.
So we need to get hydrogen peroxide so badly. Man needs to clean his ears.
It also affects
balancing,
though.
Anyway, if a paper suitor does like something super fucked up, it's such easiest shit. Just like a little lighter.
A little lighter. Oh my god.
This little light of mine.
It's hot and
right
the
on the
window's
tip of the
open.
tail.
Oh my god.
Like a wick.
I don't. Minor phobia. Oh my god.
Me.
It's so hot in here and the window's open and I want to die.
My apologies. You're wearing a hoodie and pants.
Can you get my shirt from the bathroom?
Can I?
Yes.
I don't want it.
That makes me sad. Okay, I'm just gonna take my shirt off.
Yep.
Because I'm melting. Watching. There's no camera. It does not matter. Melts,
look at that
dies.
Kiyoshi dog go.
She's going. Okay, have a good night. Good luck to your dog. Yeah, I was a Hitalia fan, which is, like, worse. Deeply cringe. Yeah, well, Casper said I liked Country Humans, so, which is basically just Hitalia, but with, no offense, worse art, so.
I wouldn't say worse.
But their heads are circles by default.
It's a style choice.
Okay, but like, here, let me show the Hitalia anime maybe, but the Hitalia comic has better art.
I know what things look like. No, I'm not gonna look.
Fine. I think that Country Humans is just Hitalia with less racism but worse art.
No, it's got racism.
Oh, it does? I don't know. I was never into it. I am not a Hitalia fan. I am an embarrassed ex-Hitalia fan. It has nostalgia, but I that's about it. I will say, however, my one defense of Hitalia is Finland. He is not involved in any of the weird shit, and also he's funny. He's relatable. He looks like he would not hurt you, but then he could shoot you with a sniper rifle, and also he likes alcohol and candy, which is like...
See, what Parker is telling you is that he is actually still a Hitalia fan. He's just
only for Finland.
He just doesn't want to say
Finland.
That he's actually a Hitalia fan, because that comes with accepting that he's still cringe.
I like Finland. Finland is the only winner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you know Roald Dahl, the author of
oh my
Charlie
God.
and the Chocolate
Yes,
Factory?
I know.
Did you know that he's Norwegian?
I did know that, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that Charlie was originally black?
I did not know that.
Did you know that it was to symbolize how he felt about the stereotypes, prejudice, and being forced into a mold when he moved to Britain?
I would not know that, since I did not know the first fact about it now.
Yeah. Bitch struggled with his Norwegian identity.
He can say the O with a line through it, and I still can't pronounce that. He should be proud of himself.
But...
Curious... Oh, wait. Question in chat. Opinion on Therians. I don't have much of an opinion. That's my opinion.
Did you know that Charlie was also originally not supposed to get the factory, and that it wasn't a golden ticket system, and it wasn't to find an heir, because originally Wonka had a son, and originally
Wonka's poor son.
Charlie got encased in chocolate and got taken home by Wonka, and then Wonka's house got broken into, and Charlie heard the burgling, but nobody else was getting up, but he was trapped inside the chocolate, so he couldn't do anything. So he groaned as loud as he could through the chocolate to alert the Wonkas that there was somebody in the house.
This sounds like a weird fetish.
And as a result, Wonka gave Charlie his own chocolate shop.
That sounds like a weird fetish. Am I wrong?
As a child. A lot of people think that the being encased in chocolate was supposed to be symbolic about how, so what happens is, at first, Charlie is just being shown a mold. Oh my gosh. Chat, can you hear me?
It's not that I know that they can't hear you, it's just comparably extremely quiet. I rewatched some of the live streams.
Okay. I lost where I was. Well, doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Chat, do you care about how comparably quieter I am compared to him?
They just said they can hear you. No one said anything about the audio.
But I'm asking now. So we'll find out.
Casper said he doesn't care, but I care. And I care. You were talking about Charlie being stuck in the chocolate was supposed to be symbolic. Someone said that in the chat.
Thank you. Who said this? Oh, thank you. I can't read the name. It's too far away. Soupkin. Thank you so much for remembering that for me. Yeah, it was supposed to be symbolic about being... so he gets... At first he's being shown the mold by Willy Wonka, and then Willy Wonka closes him inside of it. This is like... not like... I don't know why it was done, but at first it fits him perfectly. But then... as the chocolate gets poured in and it hardens and solidifies around him, it becomes uncomfortable and restrictive. And then you can see how it fits into racial stereotypes from there.
Yeah, that's a weird analogy, but it makes sense.
Yeah. Roald Dahl's still racist, though.
Oh, I didn't know he was racist. I don't know anything about him. I just knew he was Norwegian because Google.
Don't you know what the Oompa Loompas originally were?
I know nothing about this other than what you've told me.
Okay, so originally, the Oompa Loompas were African pygmies that he had, word for word, imported.
Oh,
from their homeland.
That's certainly a choice.
Yes, and the depictions of them going literally into crates. Happily, sure, but they are literally shoving themselves into crates.
Oh my god. I feel like them going into it happily is almost worse.
Mm-hmm. This was, less, like, about 100 years after it had been abolished, so that's not...
Yeah.
That's, like...
That's a choice.
Yeah.
That's one of the choices. That's actually so messed up. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so because the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the 1971 movie, because they were releasing it to basically make sales on their own chocolate bar brands and stuff, they wanted the movie to be a little less of a problem.
A little less of a problem.
So, after much convincing, they convinced Dahl to change them But the funny thing is, what wound up in the 71 movie, not what Dahl changed it to. Dahl changed it in the most bitch boy way ever.
What did he do?
He changed them to pale, white, blonde-haired little people. Like, he made them as opposite as he could.
That's still ableist, but it's weird. It's weird. That's so... Oh my god. Yeah. That's so spiteful.
With ginger hair. Like, as opposite as he could. It was clearly spiteful, but it was no longer offensive.
Well, I feel like it's using little people as slaves is also not great.
He pays them in cocoa beans. He could pay them in legal tender, and they could buy cocoa beans with that, and also a place to live.
Oh, Elixium, the hate comments are actually not from Alex's video. They're from a 16-year-old Zionist Christian TikToker.
Wait, did Alec release another video on you?
No. Elixium said, how does it feel to have the most haters in your comments since someone made an hour-long video about you 6 months ago? It has nothing to do with...
They're saying, how does it feel to have the most haters in your comments since that happened?
So I'm just saying it's not related to Alec.
It's not. They're saying... That was the last time
stupid. Since that, like, okay, yeah. Again, since that, okay, that makes more sense. Honestly, it's kind of funny.
I should be paid by the government. I am accessibility for you.
Okay, it's actually funny because I got to make a short proving my point with all the comments that were doing exactly what I said religious people do that's harmful. So honestly, it was kind of satisfying that I'm like, you all proved my point. And also, that video was doing really poorly until stupid TikToker made the video. I mean, so Parker, thank you for the views.
Just bear in mind that you are beefing with a child.
I don't actually know if he's 16. I have no idea how old he is.
Why do you keep saying 16?
Because he looks 16.
Then don't say that.
It doesn't matter. He's not gonna see this.
Then just stop calling him 16.
Okay.
Because then you're just painting a narrative of you bullying a child right now.
Okay, that's like okay. Ugly Zionist Christian TikToker. I feel like that's more appropriate.
You could just insult their intelligence. Why insult characteristics like physical traits?
I don't know, because he's ugly. Because I don't know much about him. Yeah, because it's easy. I don't know much about him other than he's an evangelical Christian. He's a Zionist, and I think he's ugly.
For being a Zionist.
I already did those in the list. Okay, stupid, ugly Zionist Christian evangelical TikToker.
Oh my god, you don't need to insult physical characteristics to get your point across.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, but consider people who look similarly that are not shitheads.
They should get plastic surgery. Bullying children is wrong, Parker. I don't actually know if he's 16.
Bullying... I think that, honestly, anybody who resorts to insulting physical characteristics on someone who they disagree with has already thrown their argument out the window.
He opened the door.
I don't care.
He didn't make any actual argue. Level. It's funny. It's funny. I think it's funny.
To his level.
Okay, anyway, it's still funny.
I think it immediately diminishes your argument.
See, I agree, but I'm not making an argument. I'm just insulting him. The point is not to make an argument. The point is to insult him.
Instead of your argument, it immediately makes me feel less on your side. Like, I feel less like I can sympathize with your side.
I don't really care, though. The goal is just to insult him. That's the end goal of my statement, so...
Yeah, but I don't like it. It's unnecessary. It, like, there's a lot of more...
Agree to disagree.
Yeah. I just think there's more constructive things that you could be doing than insulting someone's appearance.
That's probably true, and yet
you'll continue to do that.
Yeah, because that's the goal of what I'm saying. He's a Zionist. He deserves it, not gonna lie. See, you get it. I'm saying this to a 15-year-old, but the point stands. No one should be slaves except Nazis. I don't think that...
I don't think that's the answer.
I don't think that's the solution. No, bullying him can't be child abuse since he's too young. However, toddler abuse is still on the table. He acts like a toddler. I'm never gonna get over being called an innately gay furry, though. I think he actually said innately gay anti-theist, but then he goes on about me being a furry. That's, like, the funniest thing I've ever heard, and it wasn't... I mean, I guess it was probably meant to be funny, but, like, insult funny.
Innately.
It's like, really fun. It's really funny.
Like, it's a requirement?
Yeah, like you have to be gay to be an anti-theist furry. You just have to.
Or is he making fun of Born This Way?
I don't know, but it's really funny. I don't know exactly what he was going for with that, but I am reclaiming it. It's hilarious.
Innately gay furry. Innately gay.
Not to mention that the guest of honor is disgraceful.
Oh, it started randomly.
Griffin.
Oh, it's playing the audio of a video that I was listening to on my speed paint. I was like, where the fuck is that coming from? Yeah.
Dummy. Gotta edit the audio out of your videos.
Yeah, oops. Okay.
Speaking of, I have to learn how to edit videos for the video.
Yeah, you do. Do you want me to help you pirate After Effects? Or Premiere? Or something else?
Do you know anything about Microsoft Movie Maker?
No.
Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Paperclip because they have used Microsoft Movie Maker, so they'll be able to recommend me something similar.
Okay.
Because that is what I know.
Okay. Yeah, After Effects is not similar to... I used Windows Movie Maker whenever I didn't have After Effects. But that was like...
Then why did you say you don't know anything about it?
Because I wasn't finished with my sentence, and I was going to say that was in, like, 2012. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was about my time for me.
Oh. Well, that information has been covered up with the After Effects information. It was too long ago. I don't remember.
It's very simple and very intuitive.
Oh, dog. What kind of dog do you have?
How do you make things go on the screen and then, like if, say, I were to record, like, this, and then I wanted to animate like, a thing going across the screen?
I don't know how to do that in Windows Movie Maker.
I'm not asking Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, that's why I said I was going to ask Paperclip, because they could recommend something similar.
I just thought you didn't want to use Windows Movie Maker and you just wanted something similar. Okay. Well, in After Effects, there's a text tool, and there's little keyframes, and there's also animation effects.
No, too many technical terms.
Okay.
It's like you in math.
Okay, that's fair.
I know I'm quiet now.
I would say I'd just edit it for you, but I know that I won't, so...
Yeah, you won't.
So I'm not gonna say that. I'll help you, though.
I'll figure it out.
Sharpay X Collie X God knows what. That's an iconic dog breed. God knows what is my favorite dog breed.
Oh, so I almost sent the script to a third person, but then
Matt is suffering.
I realized that they would not get it. And so then, like, I immediately was able to distract them and never sent them the script.
Yeah, he would not get it.
He wouldn't.
He's not smart enough.
Well, no.
I'm sorry, that was just me being mean.
Intelligence. He's the only one who's actually nice about you.
Okay, I didn't know that he was, so...
Yeah. No.
Okay, sorry, sorry. Jeffrey. Because I started to say a J name. Jeffrey.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I stopped myself. I changed it to Jeffrey.
Jesus.
Because I don't know anyone named Jeffrey. Except Jeffrey Dahmer, but he's dead, so... Yeah. I'm so sorry. Continue, sorry.
I don't think I will. Chocolate is love.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Yeah, that was the reference I was making, but I was making it about Wonka.
Schizophrenic Wonka is
We love schizophrenic Wonka is life. Schizophrenic Timothée Chalamet, the only competitor. Schizophrenic Lin-Manuel Miranda. Fight.
Rap battle, but it's schizophrenic Timothée Chalamet and schizophrenic
okay, but schizophrenic Lin-Manuel Miranda has like an unfair advantage.
That's true. He does. The bunny is staring at you. You got to stare back at her. Look at her. Oh, she stopped. She looked
Is
down.
anyone reacting to us talking about
wanking about Wonka? I'm gonna kill myself.
Who said that?
Ray Gun. Timothy Chalamet is just Twink Wonka. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Does that mean that 71 is Twink Death?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Gene Wilder, 1971, and Wonka edition.
I don't know what Twink Death means.
Oh, Twink Death.
not the first part.
Twink Death is when a twink can no longer be a twink because age.
Oh. Then yes. Twinkie Twonka? I'm gonna kill myself. I hate everyone. I hate all of you.
Keep it coming.
Soy says yes, yes he is.
But also, hear me out. So, Wonka 2023 is meant to be a prequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 1971. But it cannot be a prequel.
Why?
Well, for the reasons of, like, Hero's journey already being defeated, but, like, Noodle.
Oh yeah, what happens to Noodle?
What happens to Noodle?
She just go on and live her life and forget about him, I guess?
I guess she, like, just doesn't care that he does slavery.
Yeah!
Or that he, like, you know, impoverished an entire community.
Maybe there'll be a
he kills
sequel.
kids.
Maybe there'll be a sequel now that's with Noodle as the protagonist and Wonka as the villain.
Well, what I've been telling Paperclip is that I want a prequel sequel, to explain what happened in the in-between, why the fuck it has, like, Wonka just, like, lost his found family.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of them I get could probably have died.
Yeah.
You know? But Noodle could have died.
I guess Noodle could have died. I mean, children do die.
Yeah, like, she got her happy ending and everything, and then she just, like...
Noodle gets a terminal illness, the sequel.
Noodle gets Terminal 7.
Timothy Chalamet is the guy who plays Wonka in the new Wonka movie.
Yep. He also plays the main character of Dune. I don't know anything more than that, but I have to watch the Dune movies because of this essay. I also have to watch Paddington.
Someone said she got hit by a bus 5 minutes after the end of the movie. Fucking Regina George core.
There aren't buses, but there are, like, old-timey cars.
Maybe the bus from Mean Girls just teleported as it was still driving and ran over her in succession with Regina George.
I love the Mean Girls bus.
Speaking of Mean Girls, let me get my phone. I gotta check.
Soy?
Yeah, Paddington is a cute movie.
It is a cute movie, and everybody keeps saying, yeah, we expected Wonka to be good because they got the guy who did Paddington. And so I'm like, okay, now I have to watch Paddington.
Oh wait, he's in I don't remember who the actors in Paddington are.
No, the director for Paddington is the director for Wonka.
Wait, so I am showing what you said to Dom.
Oh my god, shaking hand.
Sorry. Honestly, I just ignore the anti-furry people because they're all stupid and 12, so...
Wait. I don't know what this means. Oh, wait, you mean...
Because of Mean Girls. Yeah. Oh. That's so cool, Soy.
You might be able to go in as an extra if you wanted to. Because they usually take, like, from what I know, they take extra calls locally if they're filming in an area. And I need extras.
Yeah, the girl I was obsessed with in high school was, like, a very small child extra in Spy Kids because it's filmed in Austin.
Oh god, so we can't watch Spy Kids, huh?
I don't know which one she is. She pointed it out to me one time, and then I never remembered.
Wow. And you said you were obsessed with her.
It was like a crowd shot.
I'm starting to not believe that you were obsessed with her.
It was like a crowd shot. She's also an extra in the... Do you remember whenever Rooster Teeth made a movie?
No.
Well, Rooster Teeth made a movie, and she was really into Rooster Teeth. She was an extra
I
in
didn't know
that.
Rooster Teeth made a movie. Wow. Did Rooster Teeth make a movie?
I do remember where she's in a Rooster Teeth movie because it's, like, her in, like, 2016 or something, so I actually know what, like, she looks like then.
Yeah. I can't believe Rooster Teeth made a movie.
Shut up! I'm gonna
Rooster
bite
Teeth
you.
made a
I'm
movie.
gonna bite you so hard that you're gonna cry. Miss Frizzle and
Parker?
Wonka have a similar disregard for the
Kanan.
welfare of children.
Wait, who? What?
Miss Frizzle and Wonka have a similar disregard for the welfare of children.
Don't make me add that to my essay.
I love
Another-
the Magic School Bus. That's like the best. I was obsessed with the Magic School Bus.
Okay, but here's the problem. And this is my off the top of my head analysis of Off the School Bus. Like, quickest summary.
Off the school bus?
Off the school bus. That's exactly.
You mean the Magic School Bus?
No, I'm going off the school bus.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, God, you have to do this all the time. And the vaping, it's getting more rapid as I talk. I should just let you talk so you don't get it with the vape. Anyway, Miss Frizzle is a god, and the children are in purgatory.
That's so depressing.
It makes sense, though, if you think about it.
How?
Arnold dies!
Yeah, he does. That's what the Arnold taking off his helmet. Yeah. That scared me so much as a kid. That was like a horror movie for like 8-year-old me.
Arnold dies. Arnold is
Arnold.
constantly tortured.
I
Arnold,
feel like-
honestly, Arnold maybe is in
Is his
hell.
name Ralph, who they go inside of his bloodstream? Is it Ralph? I think his name is Ralph.
No, I think it was Arnold again.
No, it wasn't Arnold. It was the kid with the hat. And I think it's the hat. They go in his bloodstream. I can
Yeah.
imagine that would be traumatic. Wait, Ralph blood episode.
You know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, all of them have been particularly attacked in different episodes.
Oh, it's Ralphie. His name's Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Yeah, they go inside of Ralphie's bloodstream
Yeah.
while he's asleep.
There's a lot of things that happen. I mean, there's always conflict in every episode because, conflict drives plot. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that the children are in hell. Miss Frizzle is a god who is...
I think Arnold and Ralphie are in hell. It just overlaps.
I think the Magic School Bus and The Good Place take place in the same universe.
Yeah, I like that. I agree with that. I wish that it wouldn't copyright me for playing the clip where Arnold takes his helmet off, because now I want to play it. It's like...
It shouldn't copyright you for playing just the...
It might, though, and I don't want to risk it.
So, I've been watching a lot of media analysis, especially of Wonka. I don't get how you're so paranoid because, like, they show so much and don't get copyright stricken. But you would just show a...
With a live stream, though, it's because one time I did a live stream and it gave me a strike and I appealed it and it didn't do anything.
What did you do?
I was reviewing another YouTube video. And I made sure to, like, pause it, like, I even just, like, paused it and was like, I'm just talking to avoid copyright. I'm just, like, I made sure to not put long clips in it.
Yeah, you're reviewing another YouTube video. YouTube doesn't like you creeping on other creators. I don't know.
But I mean, it's considered fair use, though, and I didn't
know. I think
just
that
get
a meme that I have seen put in so many videos of Arnold taking his helmet
I don't
off is
know.
not gonna get
Because
you
if you get a
especially
strike,
since you like the difference is one little clip versus reviewing
I
the whole
know,
thing.
but it just if you get a strike,
And
it
also
prevents you from being
specifically
monetized
saying-
for like 3 months.
But you specifically said in the thing, I'm just talking to avoid copyright strike. And
No,
that
I mean like
definitely made
no,
me-
I mean like I was giving real review of it, but like if you play more than like I think 30 seconds of a video or something, it can count as
yeah, but
a
I know you were
problem. So
giving
I
a
would be
real
like,
review.
okay, I don't have much more to add, but I'll just say this little thing so that I don't show more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, acknowledging the rules. SMH, Parker. How dare you acknowledge YouTube's rules?
Okay, people do that all the time though to avoid getting
I'm
in trouble.
making jokes.
Okay.
Autism.
I love how we're talking about Miss Frizzle being a god trapping kids in purgatory and a godless snowshoe stream. I still stand by the fact that Ralphie and Arnold
Fictional
are specifically
god.
in hell.
I'm talking about in the media that she's specifically depicted in. She is a god. I like gods as literary devices, as they should be.
Yeah, I mean they kind of all are. Just
Book
people
with the
see
biggest
them
fandom.
differently.
Which book has the biggest fandom? I think the Quran actually has.
Yeah, I think Islam has the most followers.
So, yeah.
And then Christianity is the Bible gets the second biggest fandom.
God, the fandom wars.
Fucking gamers versus furries, but it's the Bible fandom and the Quran fandom.
You guys are both Abrahamic. We don't care. Hell,
the Christian saying you haven't accepted Jesus into your hearts.
Christians for having slightly different Christian.
The Christian saying you haven't accepted Jesus into your hearts, and the Muslim saying actually he's a prophet, not God, and the Christian saying how dare you, and then the Muslim saying how dare you, and then they cancel each other on Twitter. That's how it would go if they treated it like a fandom. They would argue over Jesus's canon if he's a prophet or if he's God. It just does that. It's annoying. Yeah, I think it's in order: Islam, Christianity, and Judaism.
So
I've written Bible fan fiction as a joke. I submitted it in school and actually got a decent grade on it. It was Jesus and Satan falling in love.
Slow burn?
No, it was like 2 pages.
Damn.
I think it was them going on a date. I don't remember. I don't think I have it anymore.
Oh, it was a fluff fic.
Yeah, it was literally just like we had like a free write thing, and it was basically just graded on like how well it was written as opposed to the content of it. Like the grammar and spelling and how, like, you know, obviously just like how well it works and the flow of it, whatever, you know, like the structure. It wasn't actually about the content of it, so you could write whatever the fuck you wanted. And usually I wrote essays that were just like fun, or I wrote my little warrior cat story, but I was like, I'm gonna write a fan fiction about Jesus and Satan going on a date. I really wish I still had. I don't think I have any of those journals anymore, and I'm really sad.
For being in a class for writing, I'm amazed at how bad your spelling, grammar, punctuation, and everything is.
Well, I would fix it whenever it was an essay. I don't fix it now because I don't care.
You should care. That's why you don't understand when somebody says since.
Yeah. I am still capable of fixing it. I just don't because I don't care.
I challenge you. And you're not going to do it.
I will take one of my scripts, a short one, and I will edit it to be written properly. Read this without tripping over my words. Like this.
You should
who
do
cares
it for
about
a
the
future
spelling?
script.
No, because what's the point? I don't understand the point of me adjusting it whenever it's like no one is gonna see the script, and I don't follow the exact wording of the script anyway. So like,
what's the point of going back and adjusting?
Because then I don't have to write a whole new thing. I don't want to write a new one just for the purpose of proving that I can spell things correctly and use grammar.
Yeah, but you can also just use autocorrect on the thing.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
But then sometimes it makes it worded weird, so you have to fix it.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Can he? No, I cannot do math.
He can't.
Christian lore is awesome if you read it from a story.
Yeah,
I think the Bible is rather boring to read, but you know what, someone in one of those comments was like, you should read the Bible, and I was like, I have read the Bible. I give it a 3 out of 10, and the 3 is only out of pity for Job because he really got fucked over. Poor Job.
Yeah.
F in the chat for Job.
The people writing the Bible were like, Job is my punishment, OC.
No, literally.
And also Jesus, I mean, like...
Yeah, Jesus...
They really like punishing their OCs.
Oh, thank you. So autocorrect me with the autocorrect corrects me with non-existent words. Yeah, mine does that too if I spell something super wrong consistently. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. What the hell? I'm gonna cry. A lot of the Bible is meant to be figurative, too. The majority of Christians throughout history haven't believed it. Yeah, I mean, most Christians now still don't believe it as literal. There's just a lot more of them who do for some fucking reason. But, like, yeah, I think part of the problem with, like, American Christianity specifically is how many people take things that were very much not written with the intention of being literal, literally. My parents used to... As someone who has read most of the Book of Mormon, admittedly not all of it, that's sad. I flipped... Okay, I used to have a Book of Mormon until my rabbit pissed on it. They should have
used the Book of Arnold.
Yeah, they should have used the Book of Arnold. It has Star Wars.
Do you like Star Wars?
No, but it's better than the Book of Mormon. It's better than
Hot take. Fresh off the press.
Star Wars is better than
the
racism.
Book of Mormon. Star Wars is better than racism. Wow. Added that in there.
They left Mormonism though, so thank God, Lamau. Yeah, that's good. Mormonism is wild.
Yeah.
I still can't remember which one is the Nephites and which ones is the... What the fuck is the other one? It's the Nephites and the L. It starts with an L.
Parker. Sometimes I think that I have religious trauma, and then I remember Mormons exist.
Wait, I gotta look up what the other one is. It's Nephites and... Oh, Lamanites. It's the Lamanites. It did start with an L. I was correct. Yes. I can't remember which one's which. Like, which one's the good white Mormons and which one's is the evil indigenous people.
I think Lamanites is the evil.
I think so, because there's a city in Utah called Nephi, and I'm like, why would you name it after?
Also because...
Yeah, Lamanites. Okay, thank you. Whenever I had a Book of Mormon, I flipped to a random page of it with my mom, and I promise this was random. The random page that I flipped to was the one where it was talking about basically that, like, whenever, like, that whiteness equates moral goodness. I don't remember the exact verse, but it's like, here, let me look up the verse.
Whiteness is close to godliness?
Okay, wait. Racist Book of Mormon. I think it's in the Book of Lehi. I don't remember. Where is it? Because there's a specific thing that's like... Is it from the... It might not be from the Book of Lehi. I could be wrong. I'm looking for the quote. Because I need to give you all the quote so that you can, like, understand how ridiculous it is. Wait. I gotta find it. It's so bad. But it's gotta be the specific one that I flipped to, because there's quite a few of them. But, like... It's like this specific one.
So I've had Hosier's new song stuck in my head, and I don't even know what it's called. But it's the one that goes, that, you know, whiskey.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
It's been stuck in my head.
I found part of the verse, but I need the whole verse.
For God so loved the earth. For...
It's the verse about saying that
I haven't read the Book of Mormon. I would not know.
It's the verse saying that basically indigenous people will turn white if they follow Jesus or whatever.
The melanin leaving my body. I don't have any of that. But you know what I mean.
Oh, here, I found it. Okay. It's in an article, so I gotta... Okay. And many generations shall not pass away among them, save they shall be a white and delightsome people.
A white delightsome people.
Yeah.
They really love that little rhyme they threw in there. They're like, that's so quirky.
And that's referring to the Lamanites. White and delightsome.
White and delightsome.
Yes, Egg did piss on the Book of Mormon, and then I put it in his letterbox after so that he could keep pissing on it.
We should get her own Book of Mormon.
We should, but I stole it from a hotel, so we gotta wait till we go to a hotel, because I'm not giving the money. Yeah, I'm sure Denver will have one. Technically, I didn't steal it. You're allowed to take them, but still. We joke, but if you can have a good faith debate with a Mormon, you can have a good faith debate with anyone. Yeah, Mormons are really hard to talk to. I'm gonna be so real.
So I knew a Mormon in high school. Pretty sure he was ashamed of it. Because when I would ask, like, oh, what church do you go to? Just making conversation, he'd go, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as fast as he could.
That's really... It's like in the Book of Mormon musical.
He'd go, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Not covering his mouth, but it'd be so muffled, I wouldn't understand what he'd say. And so I'd be like, what? And he said, you know... He'd be like, you know, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
The soldiers of the army of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah.
I knew a Mormon kid in high school, and then he deconverted, and then he reconverted.
When we were talking about it while he was making a chart for poker.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I have all the best hands. And all the worst hands
the
and
Mormon that I
possibilities.
knew had the same name as the guy from the psych ward that I briefly dated, and it's a really generic name, so I don't care about saying it. They were both named Max, which is so funny that we get, like, trans guy who I get drunk with every single day and met in the psych ward, and then we have Mormon. It's just really funny to me. Although Max's friend did sell us drugs. Like, we met him through Max because Max was like, yeah, he can give you shit. So I don't think Max was a very good Mormon. Also, I've seen him drink coffee before, but he briefly deconverted, and then I thought he stayed deconverted until I found him on Facebook, and I guess he reconverted. I'm in a Jewish school, so there's no Mormons. That's good. I didn't meet Max at school. I met him at a therapy group. But
in Canada.
yeah, I mean, there probably are, but not. I feel like it's a significantly smaller number because Mormonism is literally just what if Christianity took place in America. Catholics get really... I mean, I've had some good conversations with some Catholics. I had a friend who actually became an atheist lesbian, and then cheated on my friend. But she used to be Catholic, and I remember she got really mad at me and one of my... I don't remember who I was with, but me and one of my friends, because we saw anti-abortion protesters and kind of picked on them, like we were kind of fucking with them. And we were talking about it, like, just in a big group. Like, it wasn't like I was just telling her, but, like, we were just talking about it. And she got really upset and was like, you have to respect their beliefs. And we were like, bruh.
I'm gonna peace.
Okay. Have fun. Good luck with your bag.
Good luck with the stream.
Thank you.
Fun. Make people angry. Make people cry. Make people laugh. Seems today that all you see... violence in movies and sex on
I hate it. Oh, she's watching you. Look at her. Hi. She wants you to say bye.
No, she wants water. Oh, she gave me a little.
Oh, I'll give her water. I have water.
No, I'll also give her water.
That's not water.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Because I filled this specifically to fill her thing.
You poured it on her head.
Yeah, she's grateful.
Here, wait. Can you catch this?
No, I cannot.
Can I roll it to you?
I can catch it now if you can throw it right.
I tried.
You cannot throw it right. You can throw it directly at my head.
I'm sorry. I was trying not to. I just became a Catholic. I'm not sure if you're not joking. I'm so sorry for asking if it's a joke. I just don't want to take it seriously if it's a joke. But also, I'm not meaning to be a dick to people who are Catholic. Just that funny experience was just a really funny experience. And we were all like 12 too, which made it more funny. I think we were probably like 13 or 14, but still, like, we were all kids. My teacher was Christian, and he told me that he'd rather let his wife die than let her get an abortion. We were in 8th grade. Holy shit. Wow. She needs to divorce him?
Yeah.
If I were her, I would be like, John, I want a divorce.
Practice the Christian tenet of divorce.
Exactly.
Anyway. Peace out, loser.
Bye. Get out while you can. Oh, well, being a Catholic fucked me up. That's, you know what, fair. You know, I don't like religion, but if, you know what, good for you. Like, I know that can be a good thing for people, so I'm glad that you had a positive experience, even if I have not. Wait, I didn't see your... Casper, I didn't see your comment. Oh, there are like 3 metalheads in my school. That's really funny. One of them is my science teacher. That's kind of iconic. Yeah, I heard about the TikTok ban being officially signed. Like, as much as I'm like, haha, I hate TikTok, like... As much as we can all be like, yeah, fuck TikTok, TikTok sucks, like, it's censorship. They're literally doing it because of, like, a mixture of xenophobia and... basically just the fact that TikTok is a way that a lot of people get news, like, that's not biased. And yeah, it's fucked. I'm seriously, like, it's... Free speech is dead. Free speech is... I mean, not that it was super prominent lately anyway, but, like... Your Spanish teacher tried making you Mormon? Oh my god. Jesus. I would immediately, like, I don't know if the school was religious or whatever, but I would immediately be like, staff, fire, now. I don't know if y'all watched Telltale, but his daughter actually was, like, forced to go to a Christian event thing with a public school, and I don't know, I'm not him, so I'd recommend checking out his video on it, but apparently the same thing happened with a high school in the same area, too, and, like, they basically got chased out of the town that they lived in because they were fighting this teacher on forcing religion at school. And I think there was also a health teacher that was giving, like, religious education that his daughter actually recorded, if I remember correctly. It was really fucked up. Yeah, I hate TikTok as well, but I think the reason they're banning it had this... Yeah, I mean, there's no... If they actually cared about, like, data mining and shit, they would have also banned, like, Facebook, even though Facebook got, like, massive bailouts, even though it was proven in court to have been stealing data and shit like that and leaking data and all that shit. Like, if it was really about people's data, then Facebook and Instagram wouldn't exist, but they're perfectly fine because Meta is an American company, and they don't care. Because people like Meta fund them. Like, it has not, they're saying that it has to do with our data being taken, but, like, the biggest fucking thief of data is Meta and the American fucking government, not TikTok. Like, don't get me wrong, TikTok is a giant corporation. I'm sure that they are probably stealing and misusing data, but if that's actually what they cared about, they wouldn't be targeting TikTok specifically as opposed to just the vast majority of social media companies, and, again, our own fucking government. So, like, it's not about fucking data. I'm sorry, but it's like, it's not about the fucking data. Yeah, they think TikTok was created to turn teens into gay femboys. Dude, whenever I was in high school, I went to a really tiny... Well, I went to a few different schools, but I went to the school that I went to for senior and junior year. It was so tiny that there was only one other trans person there, and he was, like, super inclusive, but he also really... And I, like, never talked at that school, so I don't think he knew I was a trans med. But he wanted to be friends with me so bad, but I found him so, like, ungodly fucking annoying. But since I was so quiet at that school, like, he didn't take it personally, even though I was specifically avoiding him, but, like, you just couldn't tell because I just didn't talk to anyone. And he tried so hard to be friends with me, and I feel a little bit bad, but at the same time, that he was the only other trans person at my school, and he was insufferable. The only time I talked to him, or really in general, was in government class, because we would argue about shit. If my school wasn't Zionist, I would like it, but alas, nothing is perfect. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it would be fine if the reason was data mining, or if short form media could be proven to cause mental health crisis, but they banned it because China vaguely. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, there's a lot more, like, the fact that it's targeting TikTok specifically, I think, is really just a result of xenophobia and the way that TikTok is used to, basically for political activism, and to spread news. And it's a corporation, but it's a corporation that's not giving money to the American government. Like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, again, I'm sure that there is some data problems with TikTok because it's a giant corporation and a social media company. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, Instagram is stealing your data because Meta sucks, but TikTok isn't. It probably fucking is. But the point is that it's a double standard, right? Like, it's not because of the data. Oh, my bunny just shook her face off because she got water spilled on it. I don't think that they exclusively banned it because of the pro-Palestine content. Otherwise, they would be banning, like, Twitter and shit, too. I do think that the political climate on TikTok definitely has some impact on that. Specifically, the sharing of news and the fact that TikTok has been used to, like, outwardly call out politicians and shit. But I don't think it's exclusively due to that. Because they were trying to ban TikTok, like, 3 years ago, right? Like, before Palestine and Israel was really in a lot of people's public conscience. I think that, like, that is a culmination of part of their problem with it, but I think it's mostly because it's, you know, xenophobic. Well, because they're xenophobic, not because TikTok is. Oh yeah, there was definitely a push from Google and Facebook to oust their competitor. Yeah, I mean, it's ultimately like this money is going to a Chinese corporation instead of an American corporation, and companies like Meta and yeah, Google and all that shit are giving money to politicians and giving money to the government, and all of them are trying to copy TikTok. Like there's shorts and reels and like, you know, what the fuck else ever. I'm sure there's other shit. Like, everyone is trying to copy TikTok. TikTok is ultimately the competitor for the people that are giving the politicians money, and also they're xenophobic. Like, I feel like that's pretty much it, as opposed to, like... And, you know, obviously I do think that some aspect of the political climate on TikTok probably is maybe not the reason, but, like, a motivator, maybe. Not necessarily a reason, but like a little, oh yeah, and this kind of thing. Like, this is also nice that it's getting rid of this, as opposed to, like, the reason. Dude, my mom pisses me off with the ACAB shit, because my mom is generally pretty left-leaning, and she's almost in support of ACAB until she's like, well, I have a cousin who's a cop. She's basically like, well, yeah, most police suck and the system is really corrupt, but, you know, you have a cousin who's a cop. And I'm like, I've never met this person, first of all. Why the fuck do I care if I've never met this person? Second of all, I don't want to meet them because fuck that guy. Like, she'll like agree with it until she's like, but remember, your cousin who you've never met is a cop. And I'm like, and obviously it's my mom, so I can't be like, no, fuck that cousin who I've never met, right? But, like... Yeah, I mean, like... Obviously there are cops who donate money to charity and are great to their wives and kids, or, you know, whatever, but it doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day, because they're still a part of a corrupt system. Like, you are enforcing a militarized police state built off of racism. I don't really care how nice you are to your kids or how much money you donate to charity. If you're really a fucking good person, you wouldn't be wanting to do this job in the first place. Or, you know, I know obviously it's utopia, but, like, or you quit once you fucking realize what it is. Like, I get, like, losing a job, whatever, but, like, you have some fucking self-respect, and if you join it with genuinely good intentions, and then it is what it is, you fucking quit, and you find another goddamn job. I do not think that I have the social awareness. I don't think I don't make politics videos basically because I don't think I'm good at talking about them. At least not in a coherent manner that's not so highly opinionated and angry that it would be off-putting to the other side, which I try and avoid doing. I would recommend Second Thought if you want a video like that, like from someone that since you wanted me to make one from someone who, I guess, a trusted source. Second Thought is awesome and has a lot of videos on things like that. I do think he has a video on billionaires, but he has a lot of generally socialist content. So, and his channel is obviously insurmountably better than mine. He's a pretty big YouTuber. He's awesome. So I would recommend if you want a video like that. I don't feel comfortable making one personally, but I think that he is a really great resource for that. Bruh, there's an annoying person. One of the annoying people from the video. Boo. Boo. Second Thought? Here, I'll type it out. He has a lot of really awesome videos. His video on the basically how Democrats existing supports conservative, like how getting Democrats in office basically supports conservatives is also really good. I like that video a lot. But obviously that's a more America-centric video because it is specifically about the American political system, but it is also one of my favorite videos of his. I've watched it like 4 times, and I send it to people all the time. Pointing and laughing to you. Soy, you're the best. My speed paint ended. Let me get a new speed paint. Speed paint. This is gonna be one that we've already seen. I'm sorry. I think this is one. What is this one? No, that's still the Kiyoshi dog. Yeah, okay. I already played the... No, this is 1 minute. That was me fucking up the Kiyoshi dog. What are you? Okay, I never finished this. This is unfinished, but we're gonna fucking play it anyway, because I don't have another speed paint that is unshown yet. To the annoying religious guy, can you at least, like... I am the king of typos, but, like, can we at least... not, like, that's like, illegible. I support the TikTok ban as ultimately the application was designed to send user info to an echo chamber. I mean, I do think that there's problems with TikTok, but I don't think that banning it is the solution to those problems. So I just feel like it's also targeted. Again, the problem is that it's targeted as well. It's not regulating social media or regulating the way that data is used, which is what it's claiming to be doing. It is simply just removing a competitor from the market and censoring people. And also there's a lot of people who make their livelihoods on TikToks through their, like, promoting their small businesses and shit. There's actually people are coming, like, some small business owners and stuff from TikTok are actually trying to make a lawsuit against it because it's a double standard. It's not fair to just ban TikTok and for reasons that are applicable to other social media programs as well. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, shit, fuck. Damn, goddamn. Have a lovely day. It's one of the annoying religious people from the video. I'm not entertaining him seriously. Cancelled SMH. The world is exploding. The earth is crumbling. I said fuck. I'm not gonna mute him because he's kind of entertaining. I'm gonna be real. What the Sigma? Oh, I forgot I gave all my water to my rabbit. I don't have any water left. Fuck. Cries in no water, and that means... Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. Because I gave all my water to my rabbit. Okay, we returned from getting water. My diabetic dog is watching. Please don't swear. Okay, being annoying in the chat is funny, but spamming is just obnoxious, so I'm gonna have to, unfortunately mute you. Have a day. Not to the D's nuts guys. He's amusing me, honestly, but the other guy, because he was spamming. No, D's nuts, you're safe for now. Just don't spam, because spamming is annoying. Being obnoxious and saying stupid shit is kind of funny, but spamming is obnoxious, so... I'm gonna have to agree that America should not exist. /JR/SRS. Okay, I think we disagree on why America should not exist. I disagree that it should exist because I am indigenous, and the history of its existence is not one that should have happened. But yeah. I also think its political landscape should not be the way it is, but I think most people, regardless of what side of the political spectrum they're on, can agree with that, just maybe differences in how. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. I didn't know why you were saying that, or if you were just joking or what, but... I have no idea if Bofa is trolling or not, honestly. It's entertaining either way, so we survive. The chat thing has like a little thingy on it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what to talk about now that my boyfriend left. He's been in all of my streams recently. I hear him in a call in the other room, and I'm like, usually there's a dialogue. Now there's no dialogue other than between me and the chat, which is weird because I used to stream by myself all the time, and now I'm like, oh no, I'm lonely. What do I say? Maybe he'll hear me and come back in. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I don't want to end the stream because I want to keep streaming, but I don't know what the fuck to talk about. And I'm running out of speed paints. I'm gonna see if he's calling in my server, because if he's calling in my server, then I'm gonna end the stream and go there. But if he's just calling... No, he's not. There's no one in the voice chat in my server. Fucking L. So how do we... Oh, I've seen those. I have not tried them. I want to try them. I feel like they are good from a standpoint of someone who has not tried them but wants to, but I also have not eaten one. So I feel like my opinion is kind of useless. They kind of slap, but they also just... Jesus, sorry, I still had water in my throat, apparently. I like pure frosting, so I am okay with that. I feel like I would like them. God, okay, we're dying a little bit. I am cope right now. My friend's mother said that he was shoving woke pronouns in everyone's face and took his phone for a week. I'm pretty... I can't see that word because it's covered by the heart. And the stream is giving me the will. Oh, well, I'm glad that it's helping, even if I'm choking to death. Sorry about your friend. That's fucked up. I like fucked up Oreo flavors. This may be a controversial opinion, but watermelon Oreos absolutely slap. I have to be an advocate for the weird Oreo flavors because I like them. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the live actually just because I'm still like fucking choking. Peach Oreos, that sounds good. I'm gonna head out. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry. Okay. Have a good rest of y'all's day. I'm sorry for ending the stream. I'm kind of dying. And thank you so much again for the super chat. I'm not sure if, Soupkin is still here, but if they are, thank you again.